Okay, I'm back here with the second video. I'm going to try to explain the fairways a little bit. So again, we had a good season on the fairways. The only real scare we had was when we didn't have irrigation because that pipe got hurt, or got punctured, and we didn't have water. The other thing is you know, we've been having some issues with our irrigation system the last couple of years. It is 26 years old, and you know, there were some bumps and bruises on a couple of the tees. Like for instance, the ladies' tee on number 6, the blue tee on number 18, the 13 tee. The sprinkler system actually was not working on those holes for almost a week at a time. And we water at night, so we didn't notice until the grass started burning up, which is already too late. Our satellites that are out in the field have been out in that weather for 26 years, and some of the electronical parts are getting messed up from mice being in them and just being out in the weather a lot. So it's an issue that we're going to start dealing with, and we're going to try and fix, but it's just part of the process when you have an older system. So as far as the fairways are concerned, we really got hurt from that 4.5 inches of rain. Again, it's something that you won't notice until several weeks after the storm. But what happened is our bent grass became really thatchy. So when we got all that rain, the ground got really wet, and it was 90 degrees after that, and it killed all the roots in the bent grass. And when that happens, the bent grass gets almost like a sponge layer on it, and water will not go through it. So a few weeks ago, what I really noticed was we're getting little dry spots in the fairways that we could just not get water in it. And the more I started examining it, it was because of the thatch layer. I'm showing you right now how we're trying to solve this, and it's going to be a couple step process. So right now I have one of my gentlemen, he's punching holes in the fairways with a solid tine. Okay, I'm just trying to break through that thatch layer to grow some roots. And if you can see, these are the patches of bent grass right here where it's a little bit purple. So it's a little hard for me to explain all this in one little video, but I'll try. So this right here, you can see it's a little bit of a purplish color. Well, when I get down in here, I could pull this right up. There's no roots at all. This isn't the best spot to show you. I'll try to find another good one. Right here is a good spot. You can see it's upheaved a little bit, and as you pull this up, there's no roots at all there. I could just yank that up. Now this is a fairway, and when you get down in here, we had 1.5 inches of rain last night, and none of that water went into the ground. It's dry as a bone. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to poke holes in this to break up that thatch layer a little bit. Let me see if I could show you the thatch layer. It's hard to see right here, but there's a spongy layer in there that the water won't go through. It's all dead roots from that rainstorm. And when you can't get water in there, obviously it just starts wilting. You could see over here where it pulled up right through there, and there's a lot of purplish spots. Again, I could just sit here and just pull this right up, and it's dry as a bone. Well, this thatch layer is right up in here. It's hard to see. It's not the best with the video, so I'm just doing the best I can. But right now what I'm trying to do is poke through that to get some roots, and then we're gonna have to come in here and we're gonna have to verticut this. And I'll show you that also. But verticutting, we'll put slices through here and take out that thatch so we can get water through it. It's going to be a two-step process, but it's something that we have to do to make the fairways better. Right now, it's going to look funky, but we might have to syringe these fairways over the weekend because the water did not get into the ground. It's a common issue. That's why I was so nervous after that rain. We hate having those big storms like that in the heat because the roots just die. So I know that I was so stressed out about that, but there was a reason I was. We're going to have a little bit of work ahead of us to get these fairways back to how I want them growing. I know they look good, but that doesn't mean they're performing good. I'll show you the next step, and it's hard doing a video by myself here. Hopefully I could just give you a little bit of a grasp of what we're doing. We're on top of it, obviously, and we're going to make everything much better. Thanks.